Okay, welcome everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a very gentle workout program. I'm not going to be using the timer. We're going to go back to reps for this one. We're going to do 12 to 15 reps. That'll be up to you. I'm only going to present one exercise at a time, and then I'm going to let you know at the halfway mark if you wanted to pause the recording and go back, and you could do another set, or you can do 3 sets if you like, if you really want to get intense about it. So today is really more very much a gentle fitness routine. It's going to last about 30 minutes. So let's all get up and let's start our warm-up, and let's get going with our marching. And remember, I say that intensity is up to you. What you want during this phase of your workout is your heart rate to get up just a wee bit. You want to be able to feel just slightly uncomfortable in terms of your ability to talk, and then I want you to bring it down again. So you don't have to commit to an intensity. It doesn't all have to be like this. You can start like this and then come back to a nice gentle pace and then bring it back up again. So let's get going with our warm-up, and let's get those high knees up. Best you can. Add some upper body twist if you can. Very important move for us. If you really want to be adventurous, you can tap your ankles, open up those hips, or just keep tapping those knees. Add that body. Come on, let's get back to marching, and march, march, march. Now we're going to warm up our hamstrings by kicking ourselves in the butt. If you bring it up as best you can, you want to add some intensity to this. Pull it back, use your arms. Get your arms involved. And let's get back to marching. Very nice. Perfect. Let's get into a nice wide stance. Let's warm up our upper body with some forward punching. Let's go. And again, the intensity is up to you. You can really jab it out there or just punch it out nice and slowly. Combination of the two. Let's do some uppercuts and get those obliques involved, right? Think about your belly button, suck it into your spine. Now let's reach across our body and reach, reach. There you go. Let's get both arms over our head. And if this is difficult for you to lift your arms in this way, just bring it to the side. Bring as far up as is comfortable. Remember that part of exercising is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, but you don't want to hurt yourself while you're doing this either. Exercise today so that you could exercise tomorrow. And over our heads. And march, 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 march. Perfect. Let's put our arms out to the side. Let's warm up those shoulder blades. Little tiny circle forward. And big, big, big windmill circles now. And come to rest. And let's do upper body twists. I apologize if the lighting is a little bit off. I'm doing the best I can with the equipment I have. I have some more coming, so hopefully this will get resolved very soon. And back, arms out to the side, and let's do little circles backwards. And big windmills. There we go. Shake that off. Let's put our fingertips on our shoulders. Now let's make little tiny, tiny circles with our shoulders. Really try to focus on your shoulders and watching them make that circle. And let's go backwards. and rest. So let's get ready for our first workout. Now, if you have dumbbells, you could use that, or anything, bottles of water, anything at all. I will demonstrate some of my exercises here with this band that I've used in the past. And remember, this band is really versatile in the sense that you put both feet into it, and it makes it, you know, a little bit more difficult to do with one foot into it. It's a little easier. So it's really versatile in terms of the amount of work that you can get out of that. So let's start, but we're not going to need anything for our first one because it's called a good morning. So let's get ready. We're going to stand proud chest, right? Open up your chest, bring your shoulders back and down, and our feet are shoulder width apart. And what I'd like you to do here is fold at the waist and come down, look at the ground, and come back up again. Now, if you're holding on to weights, you can hold them, stack them here on your shoulder as if you're carrying a bar, or you're holding them across your chest. It's up to you. And let's go for 12 of these. Almost there. And 12. And let it out. You want to add some activity here by moving along as I explain the next exercise, or just take a rest, let that heart rate come back down again. Make sure that you're breathing during these exercises. It's really important. The next exercise is going to be a great one for us. It's called the Sumo Squat. And essentially, your nice wide stance here, your knees and toes are pointed out. So you're going to come down for a nice deep squat and come back up. Let's do that for 12. One more. And I'd like you to wait here in middle of this pose. So this is standing up, right? This is all the way down, come into the middle. And let's bounce for 12. It's really good for the pelvic floor. And let's go. 1. Very nice. Hope that felt good. We're going to do a standing Russian twist. So again, if you have a dumbbell, you can hold one dumbbell in your hand. No weight at all is fine. This exercise is intended for the obliques. What I'd like you to do is sit just a little bit here. I want you to come down just a little bit, almost into a skier's pose. I want you to bring your arms out in front, and all we're going to be doing is going back and forth, looking over your shoulder each and every time, but keep that butt pulled back. Let's go. Halfway there. And we're good. How did that feel? Hopefully you really felt that here on your sides. It's really important to get that nice and tight, get those muscles nice and strong. The next one's going to be our side lunges. So you're going to need a little bit of room. Hopefully I left myself some room when I put together my quote unquote set this morning. So essentially we're going to lunge to the side. Notice my stance. This knee is bent, and this leg here is straight. And let's go to the other side and go. So you ready to go? All right. Again, if you have weights, you can hold it up like this, but the body weight is just fine. I'm going to be doing some renovations around this place in the next couple of weeks. If anybody wants any furniture, it's all yours. Keep it up. Oops. I really need to learn. I need a set designer. Anybody wants a job? A couple more. I completely lost track of what I was doing here. And come back to center. Perfect. Now this next exercise, you can do it with a chair beside you. In fact, I'd almost prefer it. It's called the front lunge. The reason why I like the chair, because you can get deeper into this. And essentially all I want you to do is one leg at a time. I'm going to work one leg at a time here. I'm going to hang on to the chair with my right hand. I'm going to bring my right leg forward and come into a deep lunge and back. Let's go. Almost there. Perfect. March that off. I'm going to move my chair over to the other side. Left hand, left leg. Get ready. Another 12 lunges forward. And let's go. Get nice and deep. Try not to let your knee go over your toes. If you can keep an eye on, if you can always see your toes in this, you're doing it nicely. Let's go. And come back and rest. Very nice. We're almost done the first round. Now, this exercise I'm going to demonstrate with my bands, but you can do it without. So very quickly, let me adjust my camera angle. It's called the Lat Pull Down. So what I'd like you to do is get your band, or nothing at all is just fine. It's really about arm position. And see how my arms are bent? My arms don't change. I don't straighten my arms out in this exercise. What I do is I bring them down. See that move? And if I'm doing it without any weights, it's the same move. You should be feeling them in your shoulder blades. Feeling the movement in your shoulder blades. Bring your shoulders back and down. Let's get ready to roll. Let's go for 12. And let's go. Halfway there. And come to rest. Very nice. So we're halfway through our exercise program. I have another 6 exercises coming up. This is a great time if you'd like to do those exercises again. Pause, rewind the tape, and come back, do it again, and then you can proceed. At this point, it's in the middle. I like to do a couple of things, either agility moves or balance. So this morning I'm feeling kind of, let's get going. Let's get some agility moves in this. This is stuff that we've all done before. It's in my other tapes. And let's just do some pitter patters. Nice and easy. Right on your toes. And let's come wide and come narrow and come forward, come back. And there, repeat. Forward, back, wide, in. Put up. Just a little longer. Take a rest and come back into this. And rest. Perfect. Great time to get some water. I'm going to turn on the air conditioning. Got very hot in here all of a sudden. And let's get rolling for round 2. All right. So the next move is called a squat, and I'm going to add a squat to push to this. So how do we do a squat? So feet are shoulder width apart. Shoulders are always back and down. Proud chest as always. What you're going to do is visualize bringing your butt out. This is such an important move. And you may want to practice just by doing this a few times, just to warm up that hip. And then you're going to come down for a nice deep squat, as deep as you can. You're going to come up and you're going to push. So if you're holding on to weights, this is a great place to put them. If not, just visualize yourself holding something heavy. Let's go for 12. Now let's come down. We're at 8, just a few more. Do the best you can. Two more. And 12. Perfect. Now, if you've watched my other tapes, you know I also teach the squat using a chair, sit and stand, and it's just as good. And so if you have your chair behind you, you're going to do exactly the same move. Your butt's going to come out. It's going to be more natural because you know there's a chair there to catch you. And you're going to come down, you're going to sit and then stand up and push. So it's just as good. If it's difficult for you to do with your neck, with your chest up, then just bend a little bit, look down to the ground, and kind of roll up off that chair. But you check out my other recordings for some instruction there. Okay, now we're going to go back to what we were doing in the warm-up. We're going to do some front punches. But if you have weights, this is the perfect time. Rather than doing push-ups this morning, this is what I'm going to be recommending. But if you don't have weights, let's just get to punching back. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3. A little slower this time. A little bit more thoughtful moves. Really bringing that fist out. Let's rest. Let's rest, rest, rest. If you're not using weights, let's do another round. If you're using weights, you may want to rest through this one. Let's go. And rest. Perfect. Okay, next one. Hay baler. So I want you to visualize that you have this weight sitting on your hip here. I'm using my left hip. and I'm going to grab it and I'm just going to toss it behind me. Just like that. If you have a weight, hang on to it. Something small would be fine, 5-pound weight. And just visualize this motion of tossing it behind you. So let's go for 12. 1. Notice I'm getting my hip into it, kind of lifting my left foot. Perfect, shake it off. Let's do it on the other side. Again, just visualize it. It might be harder, it's easier. You have more flexibility on one side of your body than the other. Don't worry about it, it'll come in time. Let's just do it again. Just visualize it, tossing it behind you. Don't get too caught up on this one. And rest. All right, next one, I am going to be using my bands for this one. Well, I hope the lighting is better than what I'm seeing right now, because otherwise I'm just one big shadow for you folks. And I apologize if that's it. Bicep curls. Get your weights, get your bands, and we're going to just very carefully come on up, lock those elbows into the body, and then come back down again. Lock them up, come back down again, and let's go for 12. And 12. Very nice. Seated triceps or triceps. So what we want to do, pardon me, what we want to do is we want to work out the back of our arms here. So a great way of doing that is to get into the seated pose, or you could be sitting on your chair, which I don't have one available for me this morning. You sit in your chair, lock those elbows in, hold on to your weights, or none at all. Just think about this tricep muscle and pull it back. Get ready to go for 12 and 1. Come on, 2 more, and 12. Beautiful, very nicely done. Okay, next one, same position. We're going to be in a seated pose. So if you have your chair, you can sit down. Otherwise, come down back into skier's pose. And this is called a row. And essentially, you're going to be lifting something up to your chest. Keep your back straight and pretend you're coming down, grabbing something from the floor, lifting it up. Elbows are tight against the body. You want to feel this in your shoulder blades, and then you're going to come down. So let's go for 12. Very nice. Perfect. All right, guys, we're done. This is a great time again. If you want to do that set over again, pause the tape, rewind it, and do that all over again, or start from the beginning and come back down and do it again. We're going to get into our stretching right now. So let's take our right arm and bring it across our chest, and let's squeeze that nice and tight and open up that shoulder. That's done a lot of work today for us. Now, in the interest of time, sometimes I don't hold the stretches as long as maybe I should. So what you want to do is hold the stretch for about 10 seconds and then release it a little bit and then come into it deeper for another 10 or 20 seconds. And again, you can do stretches at any time during the day. It doesn't have to be after a workout. And let's take the other arm, do the same. And let's release. And now let's take our right hand, palm facing the sky. With our left hand, let's grab those fingertips and pull it down. Maybe I'm the silhouette man today. Silhouette workout brought to you by Tony. Let's hold that. Shake it off. Left hand up. Grab those fingertips. Bring it down. Shake it off. Now let's bring our arms up over our head. And let's just feel that stretch. This is such an easy stretch to do, and it gets every muscle in the body. Feel it from your fingertips all the way down to your ankles. Just really focus on stretching every muscle on your back. And then let's just fold forward, keeping your back straight, chest is proud, open, and come down. And just let's hang here. And with every breath, try to get deeper and deeper into this stretch. If you're doing this in the morning, generally a little bit more stiff than it would be later on in the day, so don't concern yourself about your abilities. Just do the best you can and roll yourself up. Perfect. Let's work our twisting action just a little bit more. We're going to end it with a little bit of a quad stretch here. And what I'd like you to do is grab onto a piece of furniture and reach back and I'm grabbing my right foot and I'm bringing it back as far as I can and keeping my chest proud. But what I really want you to do is make sure that you keep knee to knee here. Keep it as close as possible. People tend to do this stretch and their leg is out there and so on and so forth. It's really not very good for you. Just try to just do the best you can. Stretching, there is no performance issues on stretching. Just try to do it properly so you don't hurt yourself. We're all different. Shake it off. Let's do the other side. You're going to see my back here for a minute. Grabbing my left foot and bringing it up. Hold it. Because I'm feeling particularly stiff in the hips this morning, I'd like to do some hip circles. So let's just do that together. And in the other direction. And that's it, folks. Hope you're having a great day. I hope you're going to have a great day. And any feedback would be appreciated. And we'll see you again soon.